breaking news here at Channel N I G G O.
GGO?
Oh, I thought it was. Hey y'all, welcome back to
I
the
can't
Bingo
say that.
Club. Well, you already said it. What you mean?
I was in my head. I was like,
Bleep it. That is
yes,
because
I can
was
bleep it.
I'm like, why you put two G's in the B? I didn't hear the end. Say hey y'all.
I thought he said, because I was like, I thought he was going to pronounce bingo, but he said the other word. Happy birthday, Cash. Happy birthday.
Say hi first, then.
Woo! Woo!
You're almost our age, Cash.
Could never.
Could.
Yes.
Because it's going to come so fast.
But when I get there, you'll be over
Hey.
We ain't going to talk about that.
I'm still going to feel the same age I feel today, honey.
Yeah.
I'm Cash age. I'm telling you I do.
I feel like I'm 26.
Nah, it feels good to reach 32. One day I hope to reach y'all's age.
No, facts though.
Yes.
It's a blessing every day. We wake up, open our eyes.
Yep.
We still going to be playing bingo, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm playing bingo for life.
Like throwing the towel.
Please.
Oh my God, True make a little joke, and she was like, "Oh, Mama, we always talk about when I get older, what she gonna do?" I said, "Put me in a nursing home," and she was like, "Don't put me on bad bingo. Make sure you take me to bingo." So I can see you, Miss Tonya, now. So I'm like, "Hey, girl, hey, girl." She's like, "This old voice." I said, "You'll pick us up." So I'm gonna send that little bus for y'all to pick us up. I said, "True, that's the Metro lift." I was in a little bus to drop y'all off at bingo.
That's what I told Fatty and Austin when they was little, because you know they're gonna be trying to run this, right? And I told them, I was like, y'all gotta make sure I get my table and y'all gonna bring me to bingo. And they was like, yeah, because Austin gonna have a car wash, and they gonna leave the car wash throughout the day to make sure I get to daytime, nighttime, or whatever.
I just say, drop me off at bingo, take me to the casino. I'll be fine, baby. You just live your life. Don't worry about
really the casino. Well, by that time, you know what?
I love the casino.
Casinos might be here in Texas.
Got it.
You don't know?
Yeah, no.
Got it.
We had that conversation before.
It's not too far from now.
No, wait a minute. See, no. I'm trying to go up alcohol and cussing, and it's not.
So
working,
50 is the new 20s. 60 is the new 30s.
Wait, no.
I just read an article on this. And 70s are the new 40s.
No.
Something like that.
70, 50, 60 is the new 4, like that. That's too far.
I just read the article.
They lying though.
Yeah. So I'll take the 20s.
I'm starting to feel like I don't really feel how old I am, but I'm starting to feel it physically, which is terrible. I take better care of myself, but mentally I don't feel my age. Sometimes I forget how old I am. I'm with the real auntie. I'm a real live auntie.
I don't forget how old I am because sometimes the lingo, I don't know what that stuff means.
Well,
a lot of it.
You should know for Chop Chop.
No.
Skip it, Rizzler.
Moochie them used to keep me updated, but child, they don't.
Moochie my age.
Moochie act like she 86 years old. And she's 27, 28. How old are you, Moochie?
21. Can we do something? Well, first of all, she's not here.
Yeah, she's filming. She's directing. She's 27, and Piggy's 26. And you close to Cash age. That's the problem right there.
How does it feel today, Cash? No, seriously. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We're blessed to have you another year. How was 31? Did you know, before you answer that, you've been 32 for a whole year, actually. You think about it? So when you turn 1, for example, you've already lived your first year. So really, when you turn 32, you've already lived your 32nd year. People are like, oh, how does it feel to be 32? You've been 32 for a whole year.
You're working on 33.
You're working on 33? I just heard TikTok. TikTok said that. And I was like,
really?
Yes.
So but you're right.
So when you turn 50 this year, you've already been, you're on your 50th year already.
You've been 53 times.
I almost screamed. But do you see what I'm saying? Because I was going to say, how was your 32nd?
I'm going to let you get away with it today because it's your birthday.
How was your You know I'm not 53.
For real, how old are you?
First of all, Tonya is the oldest.
I thought you were older than Tonya.
What is this?
Excuse me?
I did.
First of all, you were at my birthday party.
But you didn't tell us how old you were. You didn't tell us how old you were.
I've been knowing how old she is.
Baby, as soon as it's over, our friendship is over. I cannot believe
Cash.
That's because I'm more mature than her, yes. But
how you gonna say?
I had to throw you because you laughed too hard. You laughed way too hard. You were just so tickled. Anyway, we're sorry, y'all. Offline. We're taking that offline. But no.
You thought she was older than me?
I did.
It's not
Well, I know y'all were close.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to stop because Tonya is the eldest of the group, and not that close. That's all I'm saying.
It's just 5 years.
That's enough.
5 years.
Yes.
You're 44.
45. I'll be 50. She just turned 45.
Your birthday's coming up.
Yeah. And then he try to be
This
innocent
is my last
with it.
episode of the Big Club. I hope you know. I'm not an influencer anyway, so I don't even belong here.
You're a creator.
I am a creator.
There you go. And now
Creative
within
handle
being in the
dog.
bingo club, you are now an influencer. So you're both. Jesus. I can't catch a break.
Not today.
All right, so what we got on the docket today?
Yes. What's on the docket today, y'all?
I'm gonna rip that card in the shreds. I don't need any of it. Take it all back. Anyway, so what are we talking about today, y'all? What's been going on in the world of bingo? We're in the bingo hall now. Notice the backdrop.
Yeah, y'all see the new backdrop?
different.
H-Town
Can we
Bingo.
guess what we? Never mind. I was gonna say somebody guess what we were.
Oh.
Bingo.
My bad.
We're at H-Town Bingo. Okay, we'll put it in the booth.
Let's see how many people actually guess it right with me actually just saying what it was. So can y'all guess where we are? Because people don't watch, they don't listen. They just be.
You think? Okay.
So drop in the comments where you think we are.
Anyway, we got a new backdrop. We are at H-Town Bingo celebrating Cash's birthday. This is part 2 of the celebration.
Yes.
And then we have part 3, the remix in Cali in 2 days. 3 days.
3 days, yeah.
In 3 days. You're leaving before then, you know, right? So, yeah.
Oh, you leave tomorrow? So we're not going to Daytona tomorrow?
No, but you remember you were trying to get you to come early. And I was
Oh.
Don't leave me.
When y'all start daytime, I'll be in California.
Okay.
You going daytime?
Are you going?
Tomorrow? I did. Work.
Okay, no, I'm not going.
Okay, but so we'll be celebrating today. They playing all day today. And then
Who is they? You not going to midnight?
And then
Sell out.
we'll be playing all weekend in California.
Woohoo!
I'm visiting 2 new halls. I'm so excited. They have me on like a tour of all
What are
the
those
halls.
halls?
These halls. I was gonna say it. They've taken me on other California ones. Now I'm on the newest. I'm going to party Martyrs on
You
Friday.
say better than she do.
And then she does. And then
It's your birthday, so you're going to get away with it, some of it. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go.
Saturday, we're going to Bosco. I've been before.
Bosco Tech.
Bosco Tech. And they owe me some money because they screwed me the last shakeup. And I said what I said. And then Sunday, we're going to Bicycle.
Casino.
The bike. We're going to the bike. Bingo at the bike.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yes, I saw the flyer.
I've never been there before.
So, good for Tonya too. So,
Yeah.
yay, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've been, you've already been. So, it's time for both of us. Yes. So, I'm going to do like some blood donations this week to see get my money. Because they dragging me to the streets. I'm going to want to go to somebody's casino.
You're going to be at a casino, the Bicycle.
Yeah, they got
Lord
tennis
have
tables,
mercy.
Baccarat everywhere.
And then the next week I'm going on
Blackjack
vacation. Y'all, I don't have no
everywhere.
money for this. I don't want to hang with them no more. So yeah, that's that. So it's gonna be fun. Though. I'm looking
It's a room
forward.
full
I
of
am looking
Baccarat
forward
tables. It's crazy.
to playing bingo.
You just going to keep
Win.
like,
Probably like 50 of them.
really?
Girl. It's all spread out everywhere.
Fun fact: Baccarat is my favorite game, and roulette is my second favorite. But anyway, so yeah, we're looking forward to that. Cash Money Week.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, we had a blast at Saturday. We had fun on Saturday.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I developed this new thing where when I bingo, I bark because I'm Madrano. I've done it 3 times now.
Your bark is very loud. It's very aggressive.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what you.
Well, would you want me to be a
You
chihuahua?
sound like a junkyard dog. I didn't expect you to sound like that.
Oh, you gonna say like,
Definitely gangster.
You know they're gonna say next. Now we dating.
yeah,
Now we studying.
yeah.
I think I would go more film though.
That's all right.
Nah, it don't matter
You
to
don't get
me.
film. You get like
I don't
That's
care.
not my type.
I've been a tomboy
Yeah,
my whole
between.
life.
Yeah, in between.
I've been a tomboy my whole life, so I don't care.
You're butch.
I get butch.
Oh,
you-
Did you hear him say I
you a
get
STEM.
butch?
She
You
said
could
she
give
a
butt.
STEM.
A stem? What
She's
is
a
that?
STEM.
What is that?
A custodian
That's
of
good.
film.
I don't know what that is.
I just learned. I know the stud is, I know the fem was stem. So you don't give full stud, take it down like that. You give still a girl, but
You might got a
could be a
backpack.
dude.
Yeah.
But you don't give dude though. It's only because you don't dress up. You just, wear your jeans all the time. Like you told me.
So you sound like my sister. My sister say I used to dress like a gym teacher, literally.
But your
No,
old, but
gym
the, but
teachers
the
only
old
wear
pictures that
shorts.
you showed, you
I
didn't
used
dress
to
like that.
I used to always wear the shorts.
But no, like the pictures you showed, you didn't dress like that.
She
You got like cute clothes.
she always told me I dressed like.
Oh,
So
gym
Tonya
teacher.
told me, anyway, I don't want to email me. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. We out for that. Oh, I'm gonna do not disturb. Am I sharing this thing?
Oh my God. Moochie, are you laughing at us? Do I really give stud? I don't.
The same thing he
give
did me and
stud.
had me question it.
I said that you
And
would.
then she gonna tell me,
Like,
"Oh,
you
you
were
wear some
talking
book
about
earrings." I
something
said, "Man,
else,
I
and
ain't never had a problem
give stud.
ever had a
Okay.
problem with some studs on." Yeah, she tried me. This one here.
You had a baseball cap turned backwards, and it.
I always wear.
If we was back in Mary
You
J. Blige
definitely look
days,
like
it's
you
different.
definitely could.
Cause I wear caps too, but I make it
I think
girly.
you could pull some hoes too. I can
You
see
probably
you
could,
pull
bro.
some hoes.
Fun fact: I have pulled my fair share of hoes, but not on purpose. Like I don't know why.
Like-
It is very true. Girls have been attracted to me several times, not just girls, couples. Did I tell you what happened in the hallway? Let me tell y'all what happened in Vegas. So
You ain't
Tonya
tell
bought
me.
me a shirt. I told Mama Jones.
Oh yes, I heard part of it.
Yeah, so Tonya bought me that shirt that said, "I need a hug," but at the end it's like a small E, huge margarita, right? Everybody who I encountered that day tried to give me a hug because they didn't read the rest of the shirt. So it was all fun and games until 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it was. I was going up to my room, walking down the long hallway, and this couple, a very nice little couple, was on their way out. And they stopped. He was like, "Oh, I'll give you a hug." And she was like, "Me too." And I was like, "Oh, read the rest of the shirt, ha ha ha." And they was like, "Yeah, our room is right next to yours. We can give you more than a hug."
Okay.
Oh, they was ready to dig and
Y'all, I damn near died. Earmuffs, baby. I was like,
They was ready to
I was
dig
like,
and
y'all are so crazy. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to drink
definitely
again.
just got invited.
I did, but that's not the first time. My sister said all the time, like, I don't know, I think I'm friendly.
Did it have a pineapple upside down?
On the shirt?
Yeah.
It was just a hug. They was just looking for
I made the shirt, but I didn't remember if it had enough
They was on
pineapple.
some
No.
Vegas adventure trip.
But the point is, it happens to me. I don't know, because I'm friendly, especially if I'm out and about. I'm always talking and meeting people. That's what it is. But no,
That's crazy.
I'm cool. I'm strictly. Ain't nothing wrong with it though.
You strictly
It's
what?
flattering.
You strictly what?
This is a family bingo hall, like you told me. This is a family establishment.
When they just had a Dina Howard up on here,
Oh, with that one leg out.
talking about freak like
That leg
me.
was a shining. What did y'all see that leg? Baby, she greased that leg to the God.
Yes, she did.
I said that in the live and I got blocked.
They blocked you?
I'm asking that why he blocked me. I'm glad you brought that up. He did block me. He blocked my big old club account. I said her leg was greased up. That's crazy.
I didn't know he blocked
I'm
you.
blocked. I'm sure y'all am blocked on the big old club.
Oh my God.
Anyway. So that's what we're doing for the weekend. It's gonna be a long weekend.
Yes, a very long weekend.
Mama Jones going too.
And a lot of
I
money.
wrote out.
Oh, a lot of money. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
so you going on your cruise? You decided not to go?
Because winners is the 12th, and I would get back to the 12th.
Oh, yeah, I'll leave on the 12th? From Miami, though. Yeah.
I would get back into Miami on the 12th, so I would make it from there to.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So what else, y'all? What else is going on in the bingo community?
So I guess I'll bring it up. Everyone knows about, let's talk about a horse that we have here. It's a progressive horse. It's either the 713 horse or the 832 horse.
832.
Yeah, they have 832 and they have a 281.
I asked about the 832. He was like, it's 832 one.
It's
right next to each other.
And it's a 281 one.
Wow.
Yeah. They're all made by the same company, which is Game Print Solutions.
Not the area codes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
They should just sell them in a big box to say area codes.
Ooh, now that I think about, remember what Matt said? They should call it H-Town, like the whole box. Put in there.
Yeah.
Put offline. You gonna edit this?
No.
That part.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna just keep going.
All right.
Unedited.
Not even the part about me being a student.
No, we're gonna keep it all in. It's entertainment. It's too much work. So anyway, so this progressive horse, this is how it works. Basically, when you first get the horse, there's 1,225 tickets in the box. Please note that I said there are 1,225 tickets in the box. I need you to remember that in your head, right? So it starts off as a $500 horse, right? And then as it goes, if it doesn't win on 7-1, horse 7 doesn't win, horse 1 doesn't win, or horse 3 doesn't win, or 8-3-2, or 2-8-1, either one of those. If they don't run, we're just gonna say 7-1-3. If it doesn't run and win, then
The 250 goes to a pot.
yeah, the 250 goes to a pot, and it keeps rolling and keeps rolling. Where here lately, the progressives have gotten really high. So we were fortunate to be where there was one where it got up to, was it 4,500? 4,500.
Yeah,
4,500
Could've been
plus
5 grand.
you get the 500 for the actual horse. Well, everyone knows, I'm sure you've seen it on Facebook, where when we were there, they allowed 4 people to purchase the tickets, the whole box, 1,200, all 1,225 tickets. So this is where the issue came into play, where horse 5 won first, right? And they slept the horse on purpose. And then,
Because only those people had the horses.
yeah, because only those 4 people had those horses.
Yes.
So then 15 won, and because the whole hall was in an uproar, basically what happened was they had to, because 7 was in the monitor, 67 was in the monitor, so 7 would have won, and then they all would have won the 4,500 or 5,000.
All 4 of them.
Notice I said they all.
I know.
So anyway, it led to chaos and a whole scandal. That's the word.
A scandal is a good word. Before you keep going,
I want you to keep going.
Out, yes, that they slept the horse, like Tonya said, on purpose because they were waiting for 7, 1, or 3 to come. So when 15 rolled in, they saw that even say that the 7 wasn't in the monitor, they still would have slept that one again until one of those horses won because they had all of the horses. Mm-hmm. So they knew they could just hold out as long. If 2 would have came in, if 10 would have come in, they still would have waited till 7, 1, or 3 won. And just act like they never had the horses. And it wasn't until the people who are seasoned bingo players know, like, well, somebody got the horse. Like, somebody, y'all not going to claim the horse? Ding, ding, ding. Y'all are holding them on purpose. I think that if other people in the hall maybe not paying attention or not knowing, they're like, oh, who threw their horse away? Or people don't know how to play, they don't know. But people who know it was being done.
Because only 4 people bought the horse.
Right.
So that's
when you think about people that don't know that, everybody in the hall probably didn't know there was only 4 people. People that sit away or don't pay attention, or even newer players. I'm not no more. But yeah. Anyway,
let's just be honest. Everybody knew.
Everybody
knew. But I feel like they did try to rectify the situation because they had to hold up the horse. The 500 was paid out or whatever. But Amanda wasn't there, and I'm gonna say Amanda. She wasn't there. She'll be there. She was there the next day. And she actually did try to rectify the whole situation. I can honestly say that Family Bingo tried to rectify the situation. So they came out
about it.
Yeah, they came out with different ways how they were going to sell the tickets. That everyone, it's not going to be monopolized. Basically, you're not able to monopolize it. But I want to address some of the comments that I saw in there where people were like, "Well, you should only allow a certain amount of people." Tabs per person. You can't do that.
Okay.
You can't tell me what I can and can't buy.
If you have the means, like it's same thing. If I want to go up there like a fool and buy 1,225 tickets, that's on me. It has nothing to do with anyone else. And just think, if I would have bought the whole box of 1,225 tickets, it doesn't guarantee I'm gonna win it.
I just feel like it's the way that it should have been done. Like when I played at another hall, I'm not gonna say the name. When they played the game, they pushed it out to all the runners. And they went to different directions and whatever, and had their sections.
Like Moneymaker.
Exactly, and you go at it that way, so that it's kind of fair. Well, you get your chance if you get to this person, not just one line where I'm not gonna say that.
The word is fair because you're right. What she just said, you can't tell somebody
right because they can buy whatever.
You got $1,228.
So then it's spread out.
Yeah,
and so you get whatever's in this person, and they did that. The second round that they brought it out, they
did
exactly that.
Yeah, they did that.
Oversight on their part, and they rectified it.
Yeah, she rectified it.
But it did cause a big commotion.
A scandal in our bingo community.
Like that, but I saw different screenshots or heard many different.
But would y'all agree that is like a learning curve? Like that, okay, if they wouldn't have done anything about it, I think it would be like,
then
okay,
it would have been a big, really.
Yeah, but they took
that.
It was like, oh, damn, and then the very next race they fixed it.
Yeah. They split them up. They split them up because me and Cash went here, here,
like,
here,
money
here.
made the
Yeah.
same thing. I can go up there and buy all the money made, all the horses. Now I got 15 entries to get the 10,000, however much it is. Which I probably would do if I could, if I was able to do that. We try to even when they spread it out. We're like, you give me 20, you give me 20.
Yeah.
We're still trying to increase our chances.
And you can do that,
but it's still fair because somebody
It's not
behind
all
me
in
is going to
one
get
place.
50 or 20. Yeah.
It's like if we
Agreed.
on the line and I get up there and I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it because only 1,200 something. I'm just buy the whole box.
Right.
I'm gonna sit there till 1,700 or whatever comes in.
Now I did find out that another hall plays the exact same horse, and with them, I was told. I'm telling you now, I was told that they had one person selling them, but that person stood in the middle of the hall, and people were only able to get 50, and then come back around and get in a line and get 50, and then come back around in a line and get 50.
So let me tell you what happened at the hall that I was at when they were selling it. The pot was $4,500. They spread them out amongst how many workers? I'm saying 10, like 5 workers. However, they sold 4 boxes at one time.
Oh no, I'm like
so that. Listen. So say I'm a worker, I got at least 200 to sell or 300 to sell, but they're all different boxes. So we say you got your horse in box A, they're running A, B, C, and D. So if A
hit the jackpot,
and that's what happened.
Then you school a dude.
So that's what happened. The A box ran, the jackpot didn't hit. The B box ran, the lady behind me won the jackpot. So C and D, you have 713. You only bought those because you thought you had a chance into the 4,500. You got played, and now you got to 500. So that's how they did it. The lady behind me, she hit the 4,500. Everybody had the opportunity to get some. I got some. I didn't get a horse like a 713 horse, but so C and D, in my opinion, got screwed because would you have bought that many or even bought the horse if you didn't think you had a chance to get 4,500?
Yeah. So I have something to say because I look at it from a different perspective as well. So, because my suggestion when we were at Family Mingle that night was, I told them, I was like, why don't y'all play multiple boxes? The only reason why is because it's good for the hall and good for the charities, but you're still going to win $500. Like someone's going to win, even if the jackpot would have went on the first horse, you still have 3 other chances in your
Which
example.
They did play it one more time.
Yeah, for $500. So I don't feel like they got played, and I understand you saying, well, I probably wouldn't have played as much.
Well, they announced it. So I'm wrong.
Yeah.
No, but they would have gotten played if they didn't announce that we opened. They said we opened 4 boxes, so you know that your chances could be in A, B, C, or D. But if you didn't hear it or you don't know that 4 boxes, then you could feel played. But I did hear them say,
yeah, because you'll go rushing in there like, oh, let me get all of this.
I can get $4,500. Yeah. But when that lady won, it was a collective sigh for everybody else who had a 713 horse in that hall. I kid you not, they were like, oh.
I mean, it's a gamble.
But a funny story about that too.
A
7 was set for the horse, the A race. The lady sitting on the left of me. 37 was the number. That lady waited 20 more numbers, never came through. The next B, it ran on 37.
Oh wow!
I thought that one was gonna have, and I would have packed up, told my friends to watch my stuff. I would have left because she was hot. The very next race, it ran on 37, and the lady won behind me. It was crazy. It was fun though that day. Anyway, yeah.
So give us your opinions on that. Yeah, give us your opinions on that. I knew Triple Crown would do it because that was what they would have done on another horse. Well, yeah. So that was smart on their part.
When they sold out like this.
Yes, that was smart on their part.
They had people posted everywhere.
That was definitely Chris Collins.
Like getting their horses. So it worked out. But I heard the announcement, so I wasn't tripping. But anyway, yeah, I'm interested to see. Like Facebook was a lot going on.
Yeah.
I still think family handled it very, very well.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, and people should who are playing it and maybe not knowing, look to them for their mistakes. They how to make it fair for everybody in the hall.
Yeah.
So
most definitely. Yeah. And speaking of like pull tabs, so we know now we've had this conversation before where with the bigger payouts you have bigger boxes. I feel like how big is too big for a box of tabs so everyone can get in on it. So I'm gonna use Palooza as an example. So Bingo Palooza comes and we have close to 400 people in here most of the time, and it sounds Bingo Fest. They usually have over 450 people. You have all those people, and you only have I'm gonna use an example as a mega dab. There's only 1,800 cards in there. If you have 400 people in here trying to buy 1,800 box, somebody gonna get screwed. You're not gonna be able to play that game. So do y'all think that they should make bigger boxes or
No.
no?
Because it's like when Cash plays, when we go to play California, they open up multiple boxes and play them all at the same time. So there's more like
Everyone has a chance to get
yeah.
some.
So we play in the
There's be
mega,
two
we
serial
play
numbers,
two
like at
different serial
Winners.
numbers, but you still win your
Well,
own.
technically here you can't do that in Texas.
Oh, see, I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
but
can't
that's
have
what
you
I would
can't you,
prefer
you
over
can't.
bigger boxes.
Yes, even though at one of the paloozas, or actually two of the
Did
paloozas, they did it at a different hall, not here.
Okay,
at
But
whatchamacallit, right?
at a different hall,
at
not
a
here.
different
Keep
hall,
going.
not here,
Not at whatchamacallit.
they did do multiple things, but technically
You're not supposed to.
you're not supposed to. But
I would rather that than a bigger box though, because that's lessening your chances to win
it's the same thing.
a bigger box with the same amount of playing cards.
It's the same thing.
Oh, then I would want that because I want a bigger box would mean you have a less chance to get the amount of playing cards you would get. You get
Exactly.
more trash. I would want a bigger box with more playing cards, but it lessens your chance to win because somebody else could win.
See, that's
yeah.
what I don't like either about the smaller boxes, because you get okay. So if you put more players in there in a larger box, your odds go down, 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 down.
Mhm.
Different variations.
You know what I
of
mean? So
possibilities.
it's too much, and you end up some of the games gonna end
You
up
split it.
splitting. Yeah, exactly.
And have
So
a slim
it's
chance of getting it on your own.
exactly. So
So then first come first serve in the whole like 1800, get in where you fit in.
that's what I was
And let
wondering.
them play it multiple times. So you maybe the second time, if I spend all my money the first time to make it that rolled out, I might not buy as many. Somebody else got a chance to buy some, right?
Right.
At some point, your money gonna run low if you don't win, and then that opens the door. People who are winning got extra money to play the tabs that they may have missed the first time.
Gotcha. So y'all tell me y'all's comments
Yeah.
in there about the bigger boxes versus smaller boxes,
Yeah.
more play cards versus smaller play cards. That's why I play horses. The only reason why I play horses is because the odds in any type of bingo, a horse race, which is a downline, is your better odds no matter how
It's
you
gonna
look
be
at it.
running.
Because it's only 15 of them in there. And if you have one horse, you're only playing against 14 other people. Versus bingo and other pool tabs, you're playing against probably everybody. Well, in bingo, you're playing against everybody in the hall. On certain dog tickets, you're playing, depending on how many that's in there and how many you have, you're playing against over 100 people. So
One thing about that, piggyback
horse
off
races.
that, I like to say that for some reason. But I always got something.
Yeah, you always got something to say.
But one thing about that is so funny that you say that, which
Shell's
is
got a
very
lot.
true. The odds are in your favor with horses, but let this be a lesson that gambling is gambling, luck is luck. Because I know you all can attest to the fact that you have had a horse in every race or a horse in multiple races. The horse didn't run. However, you went on the computer against 100 people in the hall. It's your luck of the day or how the balls are going, because you can have the better odds with the horse, not win a dime, and then hit a bingo game against a hall full of 400 people.
Yep.
And that's how you win. Or a dog ticket against 400 other people or 200 other people that got the dog ticket.
Right.
And you win. So it's just really all about
I won a bingo. I only had, because he only allowed us to have 2 computers at a time. I won a 750 bingo with over 640 people in the hall, and I won it by myself. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what?
In Baltimore, there was a lot of people in the hall. It was a lot of people in the hall. And I won that coverall by myself.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I won one of them.
Yeah. And it was a lot.
Oh, that's right. We all won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do it again. Friday. Today. Let's do it today.
Okay. We gonna win. Yeah.
Some people do that.
Yeah, because Cash left me in the monitor today on Alphabet Bet. I want to pick up something and throw something. Listen, no, when I seen it was him, I was like, okay, it's Cash. If it was anybody else, I would have flipped the table over.
And then got in the group text. He left me in the monitor.
Yeah, I put in the group text. At least I told him. You know? So yeah, he left me in the monitor, sucker. On his 17th. Anyway.
Needed that red ball. She needed 73.
I didn't need 73. I needed any O. Any O.
It was there.
So it's been a minute since we did a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was in Vegas. So there's a few questions on some of the older podcasts that we haven't touched yet. I'm going to throw in one real quick because I thought this was funny.
Okay.
In episode 9, we talked about, we were over in the Daytime Hall film. I don't know if y'all remember, and we were talking about bingo etiquette, right? Like saving tables, and all that kind of stuff, right? Touching people. That's what we're talking about to refresh our memory. So this question from Sassy Sonya, hi Sassy Sonya, was just a question. But how would people know that a dauber in the middle of the table means the whole table is taken?
Okay, so to help with that situation. Oh Lord. To help with this situation, a dauber on the table here in Houston means that
Chop
table
chop.
is yours. Chop chop, go get that table over there next to Cassius. Go get it. Put your bottle there.
The hall open. Hey, Jackie.
So, yes.
This is cut. Just cut. Cut.
Okay. So let's keep going.
Okay, so that was one. Oh, you finished it. So that means the whole table, y'all, here in Houston.
Yeah.
That means
So
Texas.
I seen your question, Sonya, but I was waiting for us to film to be able to answer that.
It's my job. I'm sorry.
Let's just cut.
Okay, so real quick, we're gonna do one more question and then we'll come back. Let's do like a part 2. Yeah, okay. So this one also from Bingo Etiquette live podcast. When you all started playing bingo, did you ever think it would bring you to where you are today?
I didn't hear your question.
Oh my God.
I didn't hear your question because you know Jackie talk a lot.
When you all started playing bingo, did you ever think it would bring you to where you are today? When you first started playing bingo?
Never. I would have never thought I would be here right now where I'm at when I started playing bingo. I went to bingo on a bet. What about you? Cash.
Well, I went to bingo on a relaxation journey, like something new, like gambling in Texas, like in Houston.
I can't stand
And
you.
I cannot believe
I can't stand
I
Cash.
ended up here on a podcast with these 2 people I've met. Like I've been all over now. I'm traveling bingo. I never came into bingo look for this. I literally came to lower my blood pressure, to be honest. And then now here we are. Like never. I didn't want to play with anybody. I didn't want to meet friends. I wasn't looking for any of that. Those are facts. Go.
What was the question?
Because he was so preoccupied going in, and then I turned and looked, and I was like, "Oh,
when you are
oh my God,
playing bingo,
we're not gonna win."
Did you ever think, or will we? Did you ever think it would bring you to where you are today?
No.
But that's just a testament to say.
He said no.
If you try something new, you never know where you'll end up. Like, yeah, like I'm really grateful for the people I have met, for the things I've done and seen the fun that I've had. I'm not, money I've lost, money I've won. It's just been fun. It's been a fun little ride these 2 years. So, yeah. All right, we gotta go.
Yeah, because it's filling in. People coming here talking. They don't want to respect what you're doing, and it's just a lot going on.
It's the chairs for me.
Okay. All right, everybody.
See you at bingo.
See you at bingo.